Hello, this is Rory Graham, President of AVS Marketing Solutions, which is a division of Allied Video Services. You know, over our 30-year period of history, we have seen marketing go through numerous changes. And one of the primary changes that, of course, has happened in the last 10 years or so has been, of course, the migration to the internet. And we've seen the death of the yellow pages, and we've seen the explosion of Google, which is really the 800-pound gorilla in the market. And we know that Google is constantly changing things. Now, we sell a variety of services, including search engine optimization and web design and things like that. So we pay close attention to what Google is doing. And one of the major changes that has shifted that we're going to talk about today is the use of reputation, your company's reputation in your online exposure and what it means to you. Now, the first part of this is going to talk about why it's important. Why should you care? Because it's really critical. The second part is going to deal with what you can do about it. So the first part, let's just get into it. First of all, I think, as you can see here, by the number of monthly searches for different categories all over the country, people are using Google to locate businesses that they're interested in purchasing from. And they're looking for products, they're looking for services. Now, the question that I'd like to start this off with is, would you buy a product or service from a company that has bad ratings or bad reviews? Well, I know you're probably thinking, stupid question. Of course not. And that's the kind of the basis of what we're talking about here. Recently, I was at an attorney's office, and we were going over some reputation marketing stats and things, and I brought up personal injury and the city that he was in. And we looked at the listings there, and he was in the top listings. However, his company had no reviews, and there were some on there with 1 or 2 stars. He had no stars. There were some with 4 stars, one with 5 stars. And he said, well, look at that, we're in the top 5. I said, yeah, you are, but which one would you buy? And that kind of just drove home the point, because actually he said the one with 5 stars. Because if all things are pretty much the same, price and the company, for what the people know about you, and they're looking to see who they're going to call, they want to repeat a good experience. And the way they do that is looking at reviews. Now, I'm sure that you use reviews like I do. Everybody does. It's become incredibly a routine thing nowadays. And because of that, it's become the most important way that you can market your business. And I'm going to prove that to you here with a few things. First thing is that some things have changed in the last 12 to 18 months online that you should be aware of. And we're going to start off by talking about that. And the good thing about it is that unless they've seen this presentation, your competition probably isn't even aware of these changes. So the first change is we want to talk about something that you hear a lot out there on commercials and things, and that's reputation management. Well, we believe that reputation management is obsolete. Now, I know this is about reputation. You might think that's strange hearing that, but I don't believe that you make money managing your reputation. You make money marketing your reputation. And there are 4 things that have changed the fact that you just can't manage what's being said about you online and see it and maybe respond to a bad review and hope for the best. You have to market that reputation because it's becoming more and more critical. So let's take a look at reasons why that's true. All right. Well, the first reason why is that Google has added 80 million pages where they have business pages where they have merged the Google Plus and the Google Business listings with your website rankings, and they have used that as part of the SEO strategy as far as where you rank, and they've also added the importance of reviews right into the search results. So for instance, if you type your company name and the city that you're in, it will show your reputation. So you'll have your website there too, but it will show your reputation. In some cases, it even says a few other sites that you're online, but it tells people also how many reviews you have. This is important because your reputation is right out front and center now for everybody to see. And that wasn't always the case, but it is now. Now, the other thing is that it just doesn't show up if you do that. Your reputation starts now to show up in your pay-per-click ads. It shows up in your Google local listings. And it's part now of your search engine results as far as your ranking. They're taking reputation into consideration. So your reputation score is showing up in numerous places. And this is where, like with that attorney, people can compare your reputation to your competitor's reputation. And the thing is that none of the traditional stuff really that used to work is working as effectively anymore. And it used to be that you would market the business with search engine optimization or a nice website or whatever, and then you'd worry about the reviews you'd get. You'd say, well, I hope the people will give me some good reviews and things. Well, the first thing is that doesn't work anymore, and it doesn't work anymore because people can see your reputation right off the bat. It's being put right out there by Google, and so this makes this strategy for today wrong, although it used to be okay. The correct way to do it is to create a 5-star reputation first and then go ahead and move into the SEO positioning and all, because there's no sense in getting yourself #1 on Google if you have a bad reputation to go with it. So that's what we're going to be talking about. All right, so far you have heard me talk about the importance of reputation, and that's my opinion, and I've showed you little things that Google is doing that is a major change in the search results and how people are finding things online. But let me now go to the consumer side of things. In a recent survey, 72% of buyers said that they trust reviews as much as a personal recommendation. Now that is huge. And what does that mean? Well, what that means is that with that trust, they are coming as pre-sold buyers. They are pre-qualified. They're coming to you as they're already trust you, and they're already primed for what you have to say. And so that's a great way to get a new customer. When I talk to business owners all the time, they say, well, the best kind of customer to get is one that's been referred. And that's what these customers are. They're referred from reviews online. And so what you see is that people are using reviews to get that trust in following through to a purchasing decision. And if you have good reviews, then you're trusted. If you don't have any reviews, then you're kind of under suspicion there. They're not really sure what to think. And if you got bad reviews, they actually run. So let's take a look at this slide. This slide is by the Nielsen people, the TV people, and it's a survey they did on trust in advertising. And at 92% at the top, you see that people trust recommendations from people they know the most. And that was followed closely at 70% by consumer opinions posted online at 70%. That kind of corresponds to the first one that we saw at 72%. So online reviews are a really trusted way for you to gain new clients. And if you take a look at the ones that follow this, newspapers 58%, branded websites 58%, emails down to 50%, ads on TV, we do TV ads, but ads on TV, 47% of people trust those. Text messaging is 29%. As you can see, the results dwarf any other type of advertising. Let's take a look at some other survey results. One of the other results is that consumers look up an average of 10 reviews before making a buying decision, and that 70% of consumers trust a business with a minimum of 6 to 10 reviews. So that's something to think about. Now here's another study that was done by the University of California. The economists there studied Yelp's rankings and ratings, and they found that reputation marketing has proven to increase business by 19% by increasing by 1/2 star rating online. That is huge. That is a huge, huge result. So you can see that it really does make a difference. All right, we've talked about the importance of a reputation and the importance of reputation marketing and management. So you might be wondering to yourself, okay, I understand management. Well, what is the reputation marketing? Well, reputation marketing, what that consists of is building a 5-star reputation and then leveraging that reputation to get you more customers. That's really a good definition of it. Most people out there are using hope as the strategy. And hope isn't a good strategy, especially when you're dealing with online. You know, it used to be that you would have, if someone had a good experience, they would tell 3 people. And if they had a bad experience, they might tell 10. Well, now with online reviews, they're telling thousands or tens of thousands. So let's take a look at a good strategy. Now, a good strategy starts with knowing what your reputation is online right now. And you say, well, how in the world do I do that? Well, you do it really simply. You can go to a website, it's free and takes only a couple of minutes. Go to the website, check out myreputation.com. That's a website that we own. And you put in your company phone number and you will be given, in just a couple of minutes, the search results for your company. Now, it will tell you your ranking on the major engines as far as whether you show up or not in the major testimonial engines. It will tell you whether what your ranking is. If you have bad reviews, it will tell you how many bad reviews you have. It will give them, actually, it will print out the bad reviews and show them to you and tell you where they are. And it will also give you a review score. And so you can see how you're doing online. Having a foundation or a base of knowing where you are is extremely important in any decisions that you make, and this one is no different. And what you're going to find in this report is really that there's 4 different types of reputations. There's a bad reputation, which we've talked about, and you know how serious that can be. And one of the things about a bad reputation is that if you get a bad review, you can't just go online and remove it. And Google won't remove it. So the best thing to do would be either to talk with the person who posted it and get them to remove it, or you could dilute it with a whole bunch of other good reviews, which is a good strategy. You could also respond to it, but that's kind of a hit or miss type of a thing too, where you could get into a war with somebody online. You want to do that. So that's something that has to be looked at as an individual basis. But in any regard, a bad review is not something to be taken lightly. All right, no reputation, in other words, no reviews on you, that leaves people in doubt. And when they look at the reviews and your competition has 5 reviews, 10 reviews, 30, 50 reviews, whatever, and you have no reviews, they're going to go with the higher review people because they want to repeat a good experience. A good reputation is a few good reviews, but is still in trouble because it only takes a bad one to really mess that up. And the more, as you know, 6 to 10 reviews before people trust it, the more reviews, the better. So if you see a site that's got 30 reviews on it, or reviews all over the place about it, that makes you feel a whole lot more trusted about doing business with them. A 5-star reputation is that type of site. It's a site that has not only reviews on Google, a bunch of reviews there, but Google, reviews on maybe Insider Pages, City Search, Merchant Circle, a number of different places, Yelp, and numerous others. And these help spread your brand. They help you get seen all over line, and they're a good indication of your brand and your product and your service. All right, and so what you have here is that you have the people basically very, very trusting of a lot of reviews and very suspicious of negative review or no reviews. And then if they have negative reviews, that actually repels the people. So you want to keep all of that in mind. Here's what makes our service different. Let's take a look at this chart. We have our service divided into 4 major areas. They are, number 1, get reviews. This is where we help you get reviews and get them posted online. And then we have sales strategies of marketing your reputation. So we help you build your reputation in step 1. We help you market your reputation in step 2. But we go further than that with 2 other parts that are important. The third part is we create a culture, help you create a culture. We're going to talk about how we do that within your business, a reputation culture, a review culture where your people understand the importance of getting reviews and getting good reviews and how to do that. The last step is to manage your reputation. Now, managing your reputation means we monitor online to let you know if you got good reviews or bad reviews and gives you your report about your review status. So the first 2 are the most important, I think, and that is building that reputation and then marketing that reputation. So now let's take a look at what we do for our customers, especially in these first 2 top sections. We set up a database that is connected to a feedback page that's put on your website. This allows customers to go to a page on your website and post the review. And this allows you to collect the reviews easily, and you can market that page link to help people go and post the reviews. We make it very simple for them to do that, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. The second thing we do is we take these reviews that come into your page and we post them on additional websites. Websites like Yellow Pages or Bing or Yelp, the ones that I just mentioned earlier. Now these are important review sites and can help your branding across the internet. The next section that we have is the alerts and reports, where we give you a report every month about how you're doing with your reviews and your collection of reviews and your posting of reviews. But we also alert you to any positive or negative reviews when they hit the internet. We also do a redirect service of reviews. So when a review comes in to the site and it's collected on the site, we also give the opportunity right there for people to post the review on another site, and we link them right directly to that site so they don't have to go look for it and try to navigate and find it and post the review. They can just basically cut and paste, and there it is. The next thing we do is we market the reviews on your website. We have another database that sucks in all the reviews and puts them on the web for people to see. And this puts them on the web a little differently than some you might see. If you go to some sites, you'll see reviews from customers that they've put on there. Well, it's their site, and of course any reviews they post are going to be positive. However, with this database system, when it posts the reviews, it also posts whether it came from Google, the Yahoo or City Search or Insider Pages, and they can actually click on the link and go right to the review and see that it's posted on those pages. So this gives a lot more authority to this type of reviews. We also don't stop there. We market these reviews on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter for you. And these are your Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter pages so that all of your followers get to see the reviews as well. We also create graphics of the reviews and market those on Facebook, Flickr, PhotoBucket, and Foursquare. I mentioned that we help you get reviews, and that takes an awful lot of effort actually. And one of the ways that we do that is we have a $2,000 media center that we create for you, a personalized one, so that through this media center we can create postcards and business cards that have links and QR codes directly to your review site. This helps you to be able to promote people going to the site easily and easily putting in a review because they don't have any hoops to jump through. And you can put this link on business cards or postcards. You can add it to your emails. You can publicize it anywhere that you want. This media center also does other things from table tents to large posters. It allows you to do a custom design for your company that will connect with your customer and allow them to get that link in their hands through, or use the QR code to go directly to this page and publish their review. This is part of the review posting strategy that we can go over with you. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well gee, I'll just post this review online myself. Well, there's a problem with that. And the reason businesses can't just sit down and post reviews, even if they're real reviews, and they have a whole box of them from years of letters and things, and the reason they can't do that is because these sites like Google and Insider Pages and all, they all track the IP address. They know the IP network or the computer network that this is coming from. So you're only allowed to post one review from a network. If you post another one, it might be up there for a day or so, but it's going to be taken down. And the reason is, of course, they don't want people sitting there just writing up a bunch of fictitious reviews. So they monitor that. So you would literally have to go from building to building, from computer network to computer network in order to get that done. So with our proprietary system, we can get these reviews posted for you, and we can also encourage them to post it online in additional places as well. There's other strategies that we offer that can be combined with your reputation strategy. One is video reviews. This just puts your reputation marketing on steroids because people love video reviews. Another is, of course, we mentioned website marketing. That's having the streaming reviews on websites. I can't tell you how many people have a few reviews out there on Google and you can't find those reviews on their Facebook page or on their website or anything, so they're not using them whatsoever. And that's just a waste. We also talked about marketing reviews on social media and in emails where you can give them a link to go to your review page. The idea here is through this reputation marketing, we want to make it as easy for your client to post a review about you as possible. That's the number one thing I hear from business owners. They say, well, you know, my client says, yes, I'd love to post a review about you. They have every intention of posting a review, but they go and they got to create a Google account, and they got to create get a Gmail address first, then create the account, then they got to create a profile, and then they got to find your review page, and then they got to put, and they're just not going to jump through all those hoops. So although they have good intentions, they just don't follow through. So you end up with no reviews and a frustrated customer who tried to do it. So through our system, it's as simple as going to your link and putting in the review. And so we make it very easy for them to do that, and that will get you much more reviews. And then through our system, we help you publicize that link so that you get more people visiting the page to give you reviews. Then we take those reviews that are put all over the internet and we suck those back into your website to display them. We also display them on Facebook and the other social media sites that we talked about. And this gives you great branding, great customer awareness. And the last thing that I told you we talk about a little later is developing a culture, a reputation culture in your business. And this we do through a video course that has a test at the end, and your employees can sign in, take it. You'll receive an email that gives you the score, tells you who signed in, who took it, and it basically makes them aware of the importance of reputation. It takes about 40 minutes to go through it. It's just a series of videos, and we customize it to your company with branding on the site, and also it looks like your training center. So, you know, this is a very powerful tool to help companies make the most of getting and keeping their reputation. So let's just recap here. We personally train all your staff on reputation through the Reputation Center that I talked about. We develop a strategy for you to get reviews from your customers. We help you build a 5-star reputation, and we help you do that every day with the tools that we've talked about. We monitor the top review sites each day for you and tell you whether you get any good reviews or bad reviews immediately. So we can send you a detailed alert. We also give you a monthly review report. And we help you respond to bad reviews. We can discuss it with you and discuss your best options for doing that. We post reviews to your website and your blog so that these reviews get more exposure. Of course, we have that second database which sucks the reviews in from all over line. We also post your reviews on Facebook, LinkedIn, and other social media that we had talked about. We create review images and we post that on Flickr and Facebook and other photo sharing sites. And we create a professionally designed reputation media center for you so that you can do advertising materials that can help your company continue to get great reviews. So I don't know how much that would cost if you hired somebody, but I think you'd agree that it's quite a value. So you might be thinking, okay, that's a lot of information, and I understand there's a critical need to have a great reputation, and I don't have one and I need one. So where do I go from here? Well, first of all, just give us a call. We'd love to help you develop a 5-star reputation. That's the first thing that you need to do. A 5-star reputation is a great thing to have and can be very profitable for your business. So give us a call today and let's get started.